Hey, greetings, everybody. It's another story time. This one is a little deep, but it's not a long story. This is when I got shot. I was in LA. At the time, I know I told you that we used to play in football in the streets, you know, and sometimes the lights be on. A lot of times we would almost get a game off before, of course, traffic. We gotta stop every 5 fucking minutes. But this particular evening, but I gotta give you some backstory that leads up to this. Now, before this 100 Days, 100 Nights thing that went on in the 2000s, it was racial tension in LA for a while, but it was only certain hoods. And I could say through Watts or around the Central area, the Firestone area, y'all know who's over there. Y'all know who dominate over there, or who has dominated. Now, like I said, I'm 46. So this is, to me, this happened in 94, 93, 94. So, just to let you know, it was long before. But it was a time where occasionally, we was cool with Hispanics, Latinos, all that. Cool. Everybody. Tongans, Samoans, whoever. But it was just those certain gangs that did not approve of blacks. And then when I got older, I kind of understood that it was blacks that was putting fuel to the fire, I should say. It was more headed towards destruction than progression. So anyway, it was a time where, we kids, we walking down Manchester because our whole mission was to jump on the bus, try to head way out west to the Beverly Center. Because like I said, we was young. But we wasn't just stuck in the hood. We wasn't trying to just keep ourselves boxed in. We was gone. We didn't care. We'd catch the bus 3-4 hours. It didn't matter until one of us got a whip. So we catching the bus and we see these. There's a small group of Latinos, they sweated us. You guys call it press now. But they sweated us. And, of course, we kids. Ain't nobody banging. But what a lot of people won't tell you is you're guilty by where you stay as well as association or affiliation. Now, I used to get into a lot of shit because I stayed in Watts. I came up in Watts before my mom ultimately moved toward the beach. Man, it was just crazy, It didn't matter. They see you catching certain buses, or someone could say they saw you over there and you went to a different school or hung with different people. It was a wrap. So we seen this small crowd, and they was on us, called us biates and shit. Now back then, I was learning the Spanish, but I didn't know what it meant. But now I know it meant niggas, niggas, whatever. So we hear them saying that pucha miate, and we laughing, we chilling, whatever. But then, they throwing bottles out the car and shit, telling us to go back to the projects and shit. And we ain't even think nothing about that. We kind of cleaned up. It was a Saturday. We tried to get on the bus, go out here, get some phone numbers, possibly get some gear, see a movie or something, make our Saturday. So fast forward to one night we playing football, And we got the game off. Everybody went on about their way. It was about 10, 11. A couple of us decided to walk a nigga home because he stayed on the other side of the blue line rail. And it's like when we get closer to the station, we're like, fuck it, we'll sit with you. Because he could have walked down this long ass street, but he decided to get on the blue line just to catch it to the next stop. Okay. So long and behold, we sit there, and who comes out the cut? The same group of Hispanics. This time you can tell they fool, they ready to act up. They recognize my homie. They got words. My homie takes his backpack off. So I guess one of the Latino guys felt threatened, so he takes his coat off. He had a nice little Pendleton on. They got the khakis that could barely walk in, but he was still ready to fight. But you could tell they was older than us. So it's like, okay, they just trying to prove a point. They just high, drunk, trying to fuck with somebody because they black. Because you could tell. It was just like niggas' dads was out there trying to fight and shit. So the homie beat dude up. Mopped him. Had him jumping off the benches and shit. Put his face all up against the plastic walls where the itineraries and shit was at. Man. And then of course, fight break up. And it's more niggas coming. But we didn't know these niggas, but they seen the fight. And they seen that these niggas was grown and we was kids. So the niggas was coming, and I want to say, I don't really want to affiliate locations and gang names. I'm just going to say that where they was at was close to where we was at. So they saw the commotion and came over there. So that's what made the other motherfucker pull his pistol. And when he did, he just started firing. He fired once in the air. Fuck all you putos. Then he just started aiming. And the little crowd that he aimed into, once the other niggas got over there, it was probably about 15 of us versus 4 of them. So they probably thought we was going to dust them off. So he started busting. Niggas scattered like roaches. There was me and another guy that was hit. Another dude was hitting his foot. I was hitting my wrist. 38. First time. I didn't even feel it. Only time I felt it is when I went to wipe my hand on my face, and it feels like 2 of my fingers were numb or broke. And then all of a sudden I felt liquid going down, the side of my face. And I went like this, and all this was red, Then I looked at my hand, and this blood it looked like someone was just pouring my shit out like this. I could see my bone, my vein, all that shit. I damn near fainted. So they rushed me to King. And we all know usually what's the outcome there, but I got lucky. Because I guess my shit wasn't life-threatening. And they numbed the fuck out of my shit to where I couldn't feel it. And I sat and watched them stitch my shit up. And I guess it was in and out because they never said anything about the bullet. Ooh. Excuse me, y'all. Ooh. Toothache. Whew. Anyway. Never heard about a bullet. Whew. But yeah. Short story. Never seen him again. When I got older, whatever. Or whatever, they didn't see us. But that might be just a regular story though, out where I'm from, because that happened all the time. For those that don't remember, it was a time where they was telling niggas to just lift your shirt up. And they just pop you. Gotta be careful. Racism still does this. But I will show my scar, but I'm on the clock. And I got ears around me. But yeah. That's the time I got shot. And it ain't no joke. You know, I don't got the same story when people say, oh, it burned and all that, because I didn't really feel it. I was just making sure I didn't get hit in my head. I'm running with my, you know what I'm saying? I'm running with my hands behind my head. At the same time, I'm trying to pull the nigga with me behind this wall and shit. And running at the same time. But then you got motherfuckers, move out the way, move. You know, everybody trying to scatter within a 2-second radius. And the niggas damn near less than 10 feet away from us. Scary situation. But the sad thing is, it happened another 2 times, and since then, you just get numb to the shit. Whether it's niggas, Hispanics, police, you get numb to it. That's why if you see a lot of people be talking that shit, shoot me, nigga, I will, because they mean that. We know how I feel. It's to the point where we know what kind of caliber would kill you instantly, where it would hit you and kill you, where it would hit you and paralyze you, how to move, how to hold your shit. Well, some niggas still know how to hold shit. But yeah, a lot of you niggas, they know that. Why you think motherfuckers stay fit? They stay lifting weights. That shit slows bullets down, whether you get hit in the head, heart, anything. Muscle mass helps. Especially if you just put that shit on just for the fuck of it. That's when you hear niggas get hit 9 or 10 times and live. Or take headshots and live. Motherfuckers be in that gym, I'm trying to tell you. I need to get back right. Shit, I done got comfortable with this job. That's what I'm saying. I'm about to get back right with this content. Well, get better, excuse me. And I just got good hopes, good feelings about this channel. But that's my story time, man. I got plenty more stories. A few more gang stories. But again, these stories that's coming up, they're all pretty much guilty by association. And everybody know what I'm talking about. Everybody got that homeboy they grew up with. And when they went to the different high school, across the track or across town, they went with that side, and you stayed where you was at. And we have what we have. You can still be cool, but then you gotta go against the odds. You gotta go against their gang. Because they gang gonna want to either recruit you or keep y'all separate. Because they gonna look at you like, oh, you stay over there, nigga, so you an enemy. You ain't got no business over here. So then they gonna try to poison your homeboy. But if y'all strong, since the motherfucking playground, since the blacktop, then that's why you see a lot of people, Blood and Crip and Pyru, homeboys, they still hang out in each other's hood. You know? A lot of them defy it. A lot of them earn it. A lot of them get respect. We couldn't do that before. But, like I said, these stories coming. I'm going to let y'all know. I'm not going to just flood my story time on here. I want to space them out. Because I feel that I'm giving them to you as the years go in my life. And they do get intense, trust me. Because I got shot at a few times in life. Because I'm hanging with another motherfucker. Or just because of location. But I get at y'all. Y'all have a good Friday.